And about 3 hours into me being with Emilia, she was having trouble getting comfortable. The nurses came in and started asking if her extremities were looking a little bit darker. And they told me that she needed to have her catheter put back in. So I called Claudia, and
we had a fight about it because
she was doing so
she was
good.
doing so well. I couldn't understand why her catheter needed to go back in after what they had just told me.
And what we found out after was that the reason they were putting the catheter back in was because she wasn't peeing on her own, and they wanted to check her urine output. And they got the catheter in, and her kidneys had started to stop working. Started
Started to fail.
Yeah. And then everything just started to hit, boom, boom, boom. Just, they came in and told me that she needs to get moved down to the ICU, and she needs to get another a scan done, and just
another surgery to make sure that the bowel wasn't perforated during the surgery. She needed dialysis. Yeah. She was going into multi-organ system failure. Like everything happened in 24 hours.
And it was just out of the blue, from, about to drink water to just downhill. And eventually, I was told to call Claudia, just ask her to come in. And they let both of us into the hospital with special permission, because COVID was only one parent or guardian. That's it. And after Emilia came, after Claudia came, sorry, they told us that the situation was dire, and that we should prepare for the worst. And that was it. They were doing everything that they could. Yeah. And
they suspected an infection of some sort, obviously.
That it was consistent with sepsis, and that they were doing everything they could. They put her on, broad spectrum antibiotics and everything they could.
She was very heavily sedated, and we went in with the doctors after they had been trying to give her dialysis for 5 hours because they were having trouble getting it in. And apparently it was touch and go, and we were just kind of waiting in a room off to the side. They weren't sure Emilia was going to make it at that point. And then when they thought she was a little more stable, they let us in. And as we were talking over her, I bent over and my hair kind of grazed her cheek. All of a sudden she opened up her eyes, which they were shocked. The doctor said she'd never forget it.
Yeah. Because
she's never seen a kid that sick open up her eyes for her parents. And we sang to her.
She had a little aquarium toy that we had brought from home that she always fell asleep to. And in the middle of the night, sometimes we would hear on the monitor just a slap, and her toy would turn on. So we played her aquarium. We put, the stuffed animal that, I got her when she was born, and Claudia got her one when it was Easter.
So she had her bunny and her bear.
And we both sang, some of the songs that we would sing to her, and, put her to sleep.